the song Righteous, that's on G3.5. I was speaking to my man Notsucal about a situation where I was presented with some music to feature on, and I didn't feel it just didn't grab onto me to do. Usually when I get songs, I always kind of just find some kind of way to do them, but at this particular moment, I just felt like I didn't want to do it. It just simply was just like I didn't want to do it. So I talked to him about it, and I was like, I just don't want to feel like an ass. I don't want to feel like I'm above myself, because I don't want to feel like I'm above myself when it comes to my artistry, because I want people to understand that I have room to grow and room to submit to certain situations. So, the first thing he was like, yes, that's a righteous move. That's a righteous thought. So when he said the word righteous, that word stuck with me so hard. Fast forward, I was finishing up a song that I was writing on G3.5, and then I was, once I finish up the song I'm writing it, even before I finish it, I always get to the point where I'm like, you know what, let me listen to some more beats and see what other beat I'm going to tackle next. And the word righteous just came back up in my head. And so that's how I started off the song. Yeah, righteous, I might just, open up my curtains, let the light touch my eyebuds. Like that line, that first line, like just came like that. And I just stopped doing everything I did. I even cut the beat off and wrote it down. I was like, and I wrote like, yeah, ... righteous, I might just open up the curtains, let my light touch my eyebuds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, righteous, I might just open up the curtains, let the light touch my eyebuds. Give out that religion when I might bust. One breath be amen, the other be the hypers.
This is a metaphor of me saying, I'm giving myself a perspective of what I found out and what moves I need to make, where the epiphany, so to say. So that was a line for that. Give out that religion when I might bust. One breath be amen, the other be the hypers. Basically just saying, when the hypers I thought about, for some reason I thought about woo-ha, like Busta Rhymes. So I was thinking about one breath, one side of it is like, the righteous part, the other side is like the hypers, what I'm saying, like sporadic, I don't care, ball to the wall type shit.
I remember when my ideas was the slightest and not bright at all, like when daylight would fall. Bright meaning that I had no funds, so I had no fun. Dropped the habit and I picked up a gun and picked up my son, knowing that his insides is rumbling and tumbling. What you gonna do, Peter?
That part was saying, when I was going through my days where I didn't have a lot, when I didn't have anything, I was broke. I didn't have any hope of what to do. When I had my son, when he stayed, when he was staying with me, when he first started staying with me, I wasn't making no money, man. I ain't have no money, so I didn't know how I was, day by day, I didn't know how I was gonna feed him. I didn't know how I was gonna pay for his extended day. I didn't know how I was gonna clothe him. So, when I'm just saying, like, my ideals that I had, it kind of got pushed to the side. It didn't see any light. So that's what I'm saying. Like when daylight would fall, like when everything's dead, like when it's just black, everything was kind of black in my eyes. So you start thinking like, okay, well, let me stop doing this so I can try to work on doing that. But you still had that cloud, and that cloud around you. So you're like, shit, what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have another responsibility on you. You have a kid. You're like, well, shit, like what? All right, you come to that crossroad where you like, either you don't go this way or you don't go that way. And those moments that most people have, most young adults have when they're in a single situation, single parenting, you have that road where it's like, well, in my case it was kids. It could be anything, you know what I'm saying? But you have that moment where you go this way or that way. Of course, you got the right way, you got the wrong way. So that's the part I came at. So.
Do you sell dope? Or just hope the music dreams be the cheerleader team that you're wishing for? That'll keep me on that journey. That passage to something lavish, so life will kick me so much in the ass as if I was lazy. But I ain't crazy and I'm far from a dummy, got a lot of knowledge on me.
Just basically, there's the hopes that I have, just speaking on the hopes that I want. To have that I said lavish. I mean, it was really a wordplay. But you know, just to have the simple things in life, you know what I'm saying? Success, money, tranquil, just to have those things. And saying I can get those things without doing the other things and not being so much of a, you know, a prick in getting those things and being so lame to get it. You know, I have a lot of knowledge, I have a lot of understanding to get me to those things. Versus me just saying, okay, well, I'm just going to be, well, you know, using my knowledge for better instead of for worse. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
They keep me on that collar flow, G. That green mean to make the world go round, to make that girl go down, to make that swirling sound. Betty yet the whistle when them folks got an issue, when they leave you with a tissue being blown by your mammy. Now you in the box looking all damn spiffy, talking about it can't be me. I'm just glad that it ain't me. Lord, I thank me for listening to you, cuz.
The knowledge that I got to get me, you know, get me this, partially the money. I break down the money part of it because the money is at the root of all evil, as they would say. So I broke it down in my terms of the whole root of all evil. And I was like, make the world go round, and make the girl go down, and make that swirling sound. Basically, you know, I'm talking about the money, the color flow G, you know, collard greens, you know, whatever. So that'll make that world go round, to make the girl go down, make that swirling sound. Basically, the money, you know, money makes the three factors that I mentioned on here. You know what I'm saying? It makes those things happen if you have money. So it keeps the world going when you have money. It makes that girl love you, or you know, lust over you. It makes guns go off, make that swirling sound. To make that swirling sound, Betty had a whistle when bullets fly by. You know what I'm saying? I've never been told that. I don't want y'all thinking I just live this gangster life, but I've been told plenty of times, like when guns, like when the bullets pass by you, it just has that little whistle sound, that little whipping sound, the whiffing of the wind sound. So basically, make the world, you know, make that chamber go around, or make that gun go off, because people kill for that. And basically saying when people shooting at you, you know what I'm saying, coming after you, which eventually you'll die, and then you'll have your family and your mother grieving for it, and then you're sitting in the box spiritually, you're looking at yourself in that box, like, look, you know, this is, you know what I'm saying, I resorted to this, so I'm kind of playing out what the bad would have been in front of me. So I'm like, yo, I appreciate the righteous flow that, you know, that the higher beings gave me to not fall into that direction. So that's why I say, Lord, I thank Lord, I thank you for listening to you. Because if I didn't listen to him, I probably would have taken the wrong path. So different situations and sources from the situations I went through brought me that righteous feeling, that I made that righteous decision at that moment to go right instead of going left, and it brought me to where I'm at right here.